So welcome back to
Ebonic Economics.
Money Talked in Your Language.
In your motherfucking language.
Badooch.
I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. Don't listen to me. You know what? Let me get this cold water right here.
Alright, so this episode is no risk, no riches.
No risk, no riches.
No risk, no riches.
That's
No risk, no riches. What you say?
Motto. It's a personal motto of mine. No risk, no riches.
You feel me? I took a risk.
Yes.
Some more riches. Yes. So, no risk, no riches. When you take a risk, that means that you are mentally prepared to tell yourself that you can. You are mentally prepared to tell yourself that you can when you're ready to take a risk. And can, and I didn't steal this from nobody, this is your girl, you know what I'm saying, came up with this: continue anything necessary.
Oh, you can. Continue anything necessary. That's free jewelry.
Free jewelry.
Listen, free jewelry.
Drip.
No risk, no riches. You gotta be willing to take a risk. Everything is a risk. Money, you gotta be willing to risk that too sometimes. You win some, you lose some. But that comes from saving. If you got enough saved, you can take a risk.
Yes.
Hopefully y'all listened last time on our last episode. But if you got the money to take a risk, sometimes you gotta be willing to take that risk. Everybody, some of the richest people in the world, they started taking a risk. Most people who got a multi-gazillion dollar, they start with, I quit my job and took a risk on me.
Exactly, and that's what you're supposed to do. Take a risk on you. Always take a risk on you. Give yourself an opportunity to learn.
Yeah.
That's what I say. You never lose, you just learn.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are scared to take risks because they're scared to lose. They're scared to fail. They're scared that they will not succeed. But I always tell them, you're not losing, you're learning.
Yeah, every failure is a lesson on the path to success. I just made that up right now. Every failure is a lesson on the path to success. If you don't lose, how do you know when you win?
All the time.
Right? You gotta know
You have to lose to be prepared to win.
Man.
Because everything that you do, just know that when we set out to do things, we don't always succeed every time we do it. WD-40, for instance, 40 tries in order to get the formula correct. You have to continue, but guess what? He had to do WD-1 to know that that was not going to work. He had to do WD-2 to know that was not going to work. So as a mixture of all those different formulas coming together, this is a no, that's a no, this is a no, this is a yeah, this is a no. That's how you came up with that compound WD-40. And that's the same thing I would like to say with your life. Your life, what is your WD-40 for your life? Are you going to willing to take that risk? I don't give a damn if it's a paper route. Take that paper route. Take a chance. Shit, print the shit up on a printer at your house and make your own newsletter. And go for it.
You don't know if you don't try.
You really don't. And a lot of people say, oh, well, you know, you have to take smart risks. You do have to take smart risks. I believe in doing the research and then going out there, but you can't just be, what you call it, theory.
Yeah.
You have to execute that shit.
Some other shit, but yeah.
You can't just be in fucking theory in your head. You have to execute.
Okay, if I do this, I can do this. If I do this, I can do this. Get your ass up and actually do something first. That's step one. Move. MOV. Out of motivating, you gotta move. You gotta move. Move forward. If you just sitting there thinking about it, it ain't gonna never happen. You gotta take the risk and be willing to go out there and step out on faith, if that's what you got, and say, you know what? I can do this. I'm gonna do this. You know what I'm saying? Will yourself. Failure is not an option. They say that all the time, but that's a mindset. Failure is not an option. You gotta fucking learn, listen, and grow.
You have to be willing to invest in yourself. And anytime that you do anything for yourself, whether it's a business or something, you have to invest in yourself. So taking a chance on a business, taking a step towards it is what I'm saying. Do your DBA. Start writing out the plan. Start going doing research. Start going to look at those buildings that you need. Start doing it. What I'm saying is get out your head. And once you start at least executing, moving towards those things, you're going to start seeing those things come to fruition. But if you won't take a risk and at least go see, you won't even know. A lot of people right now are homeowners.
Man.
But they don't know it because they won't go out, fill out the application, and do what they need. You a homeowner right now.
You can have,
but you think that it takes so much more to do it, and it doesn't.
Yeah.
You scared to take the risk. You assuming they're gonna tell you no. You seem like that's such a big. Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
A mortgage is cheaper than rent. I'm just gonna tell you that.
Most of the time when you rent, you're giving them a profit. They charge you more than the mortgage so that they can have a little something. What purpose does it serve for you to just pay their mortgage? I need at least $500 additional on top of what I'm paying because I need a profit out of you, and that's what rent is. And then at the end of the day, you don't own that. You have to go if they tell your ass to go. It is what it is.
Or if they want to sell it or anything of that nature, you have to move. So you have to take a risk on you. You can't just take risk on other people. We'll take risk on other people before we take risk on ourselves.
Right. And necessarily, not necessarily, because sometimes, I'm gonna say this, you do gotta take a risk on other people sometimes.
Yeah.
You gotta, everybody is not fucked up. It is some fucked up people out here in the world. But everybody is not fucked up, and sometimes we took a risk on each other having our friendship. And, you know, it's beneficial. And we won. You know what I'm saying? We have a rich friendship now. We took a risk and now we have a rich friendship now.
Exactly.
And we trying to tell you motherfuckers how to put some money in y'all pocket. Hello. But I'm just saying.
Exactly.
No risk, no riches. So everybody is not fucked up. Everything is not a scam. That's why on the money brunch, the first one we had, we told you to do your research.
Yeah, do your research.
You know, if you get scammed, it's because you didn't research it.
And a lot of times, scams are so obvious.
Oh my God.
A lot of times when people come to me with the scams that have come across them, I'm like, really, you fell for that shit? Like, bro, that was like
really?
right in your fucking face. You fell for that.
As an adult who has an education, who has graduated school and maybe some college, and you fell for that shit.
Nigga, you for the streets. You got street fucking smart. You fell for that shit?
Street smarts don't be ready for that corporate shit.
You fell for that shit?
They don't be ready. They be like, no, it was a check. No.
I don't give a fuck. Nigga, like you need to know.
That's so funny.
like you need to know.
Right.
Shit, you just scam niggas before. We from the street scam niggas.
Yeah, you take one to know one.
You had a whole goddamn TV full of rocks and sold to a nigga around Christmas. Let me stop.
Over there, yeah. See what I told you she knew. That's I'm just playing. But yeah. On that shit, no risk, no riches. Like that's the mindset. Like that's some shit that I had said a long time ago, and it's like when I'll be like, you know what? When I come into like stocks or you know, you gotta, you know, I just take some money, and I'll be hesitant sometimes, and I'll be like, nah, that's you know, 250, which is not a lot of money. It is and it's not, but I'll be like, I'm gonna smoke that. That's a good ounce of weed right there, or maybe an ounce and a half, depending on who I'm dealing with. But that, you know, I'm gonna smoke that. So why not take a chance on turning that 250 into 2,500? You know, if it works out, hey, I'm up. You know what I'm saying?
Invest in
but
yourself.
if it doesn't, oh, I took that risk. I took a chance. I might have got it. I was willing to take that risk. And not
now
smoke
you
that
know she
ounce.
learned something. If she lose, I bet you she learned what not to do the next time.
Will I do it again? Yes, because I guarantee you everything that doesn't turn out the way that I thought it would is a lesson for me.
All the time.
Everything. I take things away. I don't know how y'all look at it. I don't go pout or nothing. I sit and analyze that shit down to the last fucking word of everybody and figure out, you know what, this is probably what could have changed that and made it better. I'm gonna try it again, but I'm gonna do this next time.
Exactly.
So that's why those lessons and failures is just lessons on your path to success. But you gotta be willing to risk a failure.
Exactly. You have to be willing to risk a failure in order to succeed. Because anything you do is a risk.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, it is a risk.
Going outside, getting in your fucking car is a risk. Because by the time you get to the stop sign, some drunk motherfucker could come and take your life. It's a risk. You know what I'm saying? It is. And it's like you can't compare that. Yes, you can. It is, because it's all about a risk. So why not risk something to make your life better?
And take a big risk, like we were saying earlier, invest in yourself.
Yeah.
Instead of, and I'm not talking about investing in clothes, makeup, and all, unless that's your business. You know, some people's business is clothes and makeup and fashion. And invest in your mind, man. Keep your fucking mindset together.
Yeah, your health and your body.
Your health, your body. That was
investment ain't just money.
It's not. It's your spirituality. That's the key that I'm mad about. You see what I'm saying? Is you, once you align your mind with your chakras and your spirituality and all of that and your health and everything is you got. Let's put the money to the side. Let's just put the money to the side. Before you get to those financial gains, you have to mentally gain. You have to spiritually gain. You have to physically gain. And I ain't talking about gaining weight.
It's a preparation. Yeah.
It's a preparation. You can't even receive that kind of income. You can't even receive that kind of money until you mentally prepare to receive it.
Exactly.
Until you spiritually prepare to receive it. Until, what we like to say, your chakras are aligned in order to receive it. Your peace is in order.
Inner peace.
Your inner peace.
It's funny because, like a long time ago, I remember that it was some years, me and you and somebody else was sitting in there, and then she had just kind of recognized like how I was at my inner peace and how you know, how just okay I was, you know. And she was like, how the hell do I get to that point?
Exactly.
And I was like, shit, I just don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I do me, and I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm not worried about what nobody thinks, say, how they feel, how what I do make them feel. None of that. Sometimes, like I said, when the bitch mad, I will make her mad or whatever. But you know, that's just when I'm being spiteful, and I gotta grow out of that. It's growth, recognizing this, knowing this half the battle. But but it's just funny that she had recognized that. But yeah, that piece I applied from the streets to the boardroom, everywhere that I go. All of the things that I have decided to grow and be above, and just, you know, have that and carry that with me.
Because that's a choice.
It's a choice, and I took a risk to take that choice. You know what I mean? Because, you know, people who worried about what people think. Shit.
It's a whole nother level.
And cut. Okay, because people who worried about what other people think, you know, that's extra undue stress. I don't give a fuck. One time, I was locked up in this place when I was younger, when I should have been to jail, you know, but I had went to jail, but they reversed my certification and put me in this little juvenile diagnostic place where rich white kids normally go, but I end up going there. But one of my projects, they wanted me to write a paper about why it's important to care about other people's feelings. And I wrote a paper about how it can cause you undue stress, worried about what other people is caring about. That bitch was so mad at me, like, and I was like, and she gave me a bad grade, and I was mad as fuck, and I went the fuck out there and called a crisis team to come tackle a nigga. But I was like, it's undue stress because it can raise your blood pressure, it, you know, it keep you up at night if you worried about what so-and-so thinking. No, fuck it, do you. And that's where I'm at. I'ma do me.
Because the first thing to failing in a business or in anything else that you want to do is worrying about what somebody else fuck think. The moment you start caring about what other people think, the moment you start giving a fuck about what other people feel about what you're trying to do, you fucked up. You fucked up because your vision is your fucking vision. It don't belong to nobody else.
Exactly.
That belongs to you.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When you sit in that optometrist chair, he won't give me red glasses. He gonna check my fucking eyes and he gonna say, this is what you're prescribed. You see what I'm saying?
I can't see her vision.
Exactly. So and whatever your vision is for you. It's not for no one else.
And 2020 ain't the same for everybody.
That part. Several seats.
That part.
You see what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand that. So when you start giving a fuck, and that's how we live. That's how a lot of you guys live, giving a fuck about what other people think, and that's the reason why you buy all the bullshit. You don't even fucking know. You don't even know how to say. You say Louis Vuitton. A lot of y'all can't even pronounce half the shit y'all want.
Listen, I clowned a bitch for saying that Louboutin and Louis Vuitton was the same person. I was like, bitch, them is two different people.
Boom.
You fucking moron.
Boom.
But that was hilarious. I didn't even mean to clown her like that, but I'm just saying, you worried about the wrong shit.
You weren't about the
You don't
wrong
even know.
shit. You want shit. You can't even. You put your fucking mind in your business.
But wait, this is what I was gonna say.
Go ahead.
This wine almost made me forget.
Woo.
But once in a while, you will run into someone who does see your vision. But you have to risk that. You know what I'm saying? Like we took a risk on seeing each other vision, being friends and whatever, and we took a risk. It was a risk. But when you meet that person that sees your vision and y'all decide to go into business together, have your paperwork in order.
Exactly.
It ain't nothing wrong with that. If you meet a person and y'all decide to go into business and they don't want to put the paperwork in order, why would they disagree to having the terms expressly written and consented to by both of the people? Or better yet, you know, the shit on paper so that y'all can both read what y'all agreeing to get. But, you know, if they're not willing to do that, then you find somebody else.
Exactly.
But if you do, you meet somebody that shares your vision and y'all decide to go into business together, write down a simple agreement, have it notarized, both of y'all have a copy, boom, bam. Include that nothing can be changed without writing, agreed to, by and between both parties. But that's other shit. We'll get y'all into, you know, see how much we know that you don't think we know, that you'd be surprised that we know. But at the end of the day, take that risk. Don't be afraid to take that risk. Move forward. Don't sit there wondering what could have been. If you don't try, you'll never know.
That, like, you don't try, like we said.
Everybody ain't fucked up.
Yeah. Learning, losing is learning. Losing is lessons. Please understand that.
Yeah.
Investing in your mind will produce your money.
Listen.
Invest in books, invest in education, invest in moving forward, investing in changing who the fuck you are, who the base of you are, because a lot of you are scared to come up out your comfort zone. I've been scared to come up out of my comfort zone. I'm one of the best street bitches around. Not for real.
Look, no, listen. This shit, right, I can tell dope to the end of time. But this is what I want to say. You got to be willing to take that risk. Risk on investing in you. Right?
Exactly.
You your number one motherfucking ride or die. And
Right.
even if nobody else don't believe in you, you gotta believe in you. This motherfucker here, like I said, she got 42 businesses. But this motherfucker, she took a risk on her. You know what I'm saying? It's like going to Vegas and rolling the motherfucking dice.
Boom.
You at the motherfucking dice table, nigga. When you set your money and you bet that number, you taking a risk. And you may or may not get that number. You know that. That's why it's a risk, because you may not get it. This motherfucker here took her money and bet it on the motherfucking table and rolled the motherfucking dice, nigga, investing in her, threw the motherfucker, and that shit came back and said, BOW, nigga, fucking Airbnb. That motherfucker went there, she said, okay, boom, put the money back down again, shook the motherfucking dice, betting on herself, roll that motherfucker, BOW, nigga, virtual reality shop, nigga.
What is that?
What? Don't nobody know, but yeah, exactly. She invested in it, she took that risk. She grabbed the motherfuckers back up, nigga, shook them up again, nigga, roll the motherfuckers back again and said, BOW, nigga, flipping property out of state, nigga, out of state, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a motherfucker.
Don't live there.
I know it's a gang of people that you ran into that didn't believe in that didn't have your vision, that was like, girl, you gonna open a VR shop? What's that? Damn. Girl, you gonna have a VR shop? What's that? Girl, you going out of state? You don't even live over there. How you gonna do that? But you know what? She was bold enough and took that risk on her motherfucking self because she know what she could do. And she rolled them dice, nigga, and hit her point every motherfucking time. And that could be you for the low, low price of watching Ebonic Economics.
Exactly.
And joining us on Sundays for the Sunday Money Brunch. The Sunday Money Brunch.
That's where you get to talk to us live. That's where you get to
Then you
chop
live
up.
right there. Like, look, you see, we live right here on tape. Imagine if we really live. You can just like tap in to right there where we at. Feel me? And we're gonna react to y'all live right there and be like, hey, what's up? What you say, girl? Oh yes, there it is.
And you get to feel some of our energy, some of this energy that we trying to exude to you, that we trying to give out to you. You see what I'm saying? So we gonna get ready to wrap up. Riches, No
No risk,
no riches. But
No
before we
risk,
do,
no riches.
just like every week, we want to give y'all some homework. We want you guys to let us know in the comments. Hit us on the Instagram. Follow the Ebonic Economics page. Follow Natural Red Diva. Follow Shay _nut _Watts and tap in and let us know what did you take a risk on.
Yeah, we want to know
your risk?
What did you take a risk on? What
Step outside of your comfort zone. Allow yourself to grow this week. Do something that you normally wouldn't do. Do something that you like, girl. Do
know that everybody is not everything in its
that will allow you to grow.
Everybody ain't fucked up.
Take that risk this week. I want you to take this week. Take the risk. Leave us a come into Sunday Money Brunch, and I want you to floss. Oh, that's the only time I want y'all to floss. I want y'all to do flossing no other time.
Yeah.
Floss and let everybody know that you took that risk and how that paid off for you and how it made you feel. How did it? Do you feel like you accomplished something? Do you feel like you're willing to take that risk again?
Right.
Okay.
At the end of the day, no risk, no riches. If you just sit there, it's never gonna happen. You have to be willing to throw the motherfucking dice.
You have to.
And bet on you.
All the time. Until the next time.
Yeah. I am Red.
And I am Shay.
And this is the Blunt.
Ebonic Economics.
Ebonic Economics.
Cheers.
Yo, money talked in our language, nigga. Did you understand that shit?
You hear my goddamn dog? He's just throwing up all over. I'm over
This
here.
nigga here, that's a bill. She got to budget that.
Okay.
Put that in the budget for the veterinarian.